Well, once again, Napier played host to a rather strange competition. The main street saw big men rolling cars, lifting logs and pulling trucks, and they are only some of the events.
Guys, we're going to have to pull this 8-ton rig 20 metres. Now that's all part of a quest to find out who will be New Zealand's strongest man. But before they get to do this nasty little event, they've got a couple of other nasty little events to partake in. One of them is a log lift. Now that's a log carry actually. They've got to carry a log as far as they can until basically their legs turn to jelly and they drop the log. And the third event, or the first event of the day, is actually the four-wheel drive pull. Now this is Brian Samuels from Tokoroa up against Steve Lynch from Wellington. Steve Lynch, you can see him here as a bodybuilder, having a little bit of trouble at the start. Lost his footing, sat down there, he's pulling hard. And Brian Samuels from Tokoroa doing a grand job here. And most of these guys have never done this before. It's a 1.5-ton ute. Now this event is the log carry. They never weighed the log, but the guys all said that it was particularly heavy. The idea is to carry it as far as you can before you drop it. You can see there, Brian never actually made it around one lap. Now this is Steve Lynch. He's made it around the corner there. It's completing one lap there. You can see the strain start to tell. All the guys seem to hit the wall about the same spot. And that's it for Steve Lynch, the only bodybuilder up against some stiff opposition, some powerlifters.
Keg, but actually getting one off the ground is a different story. Changing a battery is no problem, but holding one at arm's length for over a minute is more like a screen test for a Schwarzenegger movie. Well, tonight, they are the challengers facing the field to find New Zealand's strongest man.
It's a keg lift, and it may sound easy. They're not actually filled with beer. They're filled with weights like these. Oh, particularly heavy, I can tell you that. The first one starts at 91 kg. The last one, if you can get round to it, is at 141 kg. Now, if you like to see pain and you like to see a bit of struggle, sit back and watch this. Once again, first away, it's Brian Samuel from Tokoroa. He's away first because he drew first on the lot. It's not a good place to be, and attempting the 111 kg just too much for Brian. He'll sit down for the rest. Now, this is a support crew for Frank Bulgaris. Frank is on his 4th keg. Having a little bit of trouble there. Once again, the height back to being a bit of a problem for Frank, giving it away there on the 4th keg. And this is Steve Lynch, the bodybuilder, having no trouble there on the 4th keg. You can see here, this is the 5th one. Trying to balance on his knees to get it up, but bang, he is over. Taking us through the competition, setting the pace here, lifting a weight of 135 kg. The log he has there is 120 kg with 15 kg of weight. A successful lift, and he is very happy about that. In second place with a lift of 125 kg, this is Sean Hicker. Now, what happened here, he actually thinks he thought he didn't get it, and the judge just says, yeah, he has it. And as you can see, the big performance.
Yes, number 1!
Sean Hicker, the hype man. Now, this is Steve Lynch getting psyched up with a little bit of help from some of his friends in the crowd. And as you can see, a successful lift of 115 kg, which is good enough for 3rd place. Plenty of support and plenty of action down. Psych yourself up here. You take the slap in the face approach there.
I'm a lot lighter than a lot of these guys here, so and I'm not used to this sort of heavy, single lifting. So if I go for a bit of the S&M and a good grip around the ear, sort of gets me in the right mood to do the job.
And continuing to do the job, Steve Lynch back on it. Now this is the car roll. The story here is the car's got to be rolled onto the side. That's a Honda Civic. Then onto the Mini, which must be rolled completely onto its roof. Steve, they're giving a big push. Oh, not quite far enough. He's come back. He's got a hold of it. Oh, he's going to have another go. 3rd time lucky. Can he get the Mini over? He's away safe there. Onto the last car, which once again must be rolled onto the side. Then it's a big sprint towards the finish line. Looking at a time here of Steve Lynch for 25.6. Not a bad effort. You hit the first car faster than everybody else did. Got it over, no trouble at all. But the Mini, what was the problem there?
Well, I thought I'd pushed it enough to get it over, and I sort of turned away to come to the next one, but it came back, so I had to go back too.
Welcome back to Mobile Sport. It's that battle of strength and fitness. And after 3 weeks on 3, the time has now come to finally find out who is New Zealand's strongest man.
So going into the 4th and final round of New Zealand's strongest man, Colin Cox leads on 56 points, Alan Hallberg on 48.5, Sean Hicker on 46.5, and in 4th place, George Davis on 42. Competition is very, very tight. Now, you may wonder what $2 coins have to do with New Zealand's strongest man. Well, that's just part of the 410 kg weights that George Davis here is attempting to lift. Some of the $2 coins, $16,000 worth. We're not to make the weight. This is George Davis on a 2nd attempt at 410 kgs. And he is successful there, which is good enough for 4th place. And once again, the crowd, huge at Napier, giving them plenty of support. Steve Lynch once again taking the slap in the face approach to psych him up. This is his first attempt at 410 kg. He's successful. He's very happy. And that's good enough for third place. Weekend such as this, the last event on the card would be an easy one, but unfortunately it wasn't. You can see here, this is Brian Samuel from Tokoroa. He is really struggling. These sacks of wheat or sacks of oat weigh 72 kg. There's 10 of them. That's a combined weight of 720 kg, a complete distance of about 80 metres. This is Shannon Barwood finishing. He finished eventually with a time of 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Very happy about that. But as for Brian, he basically had to give it away on sack number 7. Just decided it was going to be way too much. Now, this is a huge effort from these guys. You must realise have pushed, pulled or carried around about 24,000 kg. Now, this is Steve Lynch. He's attacking his last one. The energy this guy's got is just unbelievable. Tossing the sack on there. Steve Lynch finished with a time of 2:19. He was very happy about that. And this is Frank Bulgaris, and it must be very frustrating for him knowing that Steve Lynch is just standing there watching him.
Most of the Codes boys doing this. See how they like it.
Well, there you go. Steve Lynch laying down the challenge for the Clash of the Codes boys. And Frank Bulgaris laying down to the challenge. This was absolutely gut-busting work. You can see there Frank really have a hard time trying to catch his breath. Supreme effort. We're checking on Alan Hallberg. Now, Alan has to beat Colin by 2 places. It's not going to happen. Colin giving the big evil eye, psyching him out. This is the last sack, onto his shoulder, and Colin's away. The big sprint to the finish. What a fantastic effort. Colin Cox will be New Zealand's strongest man. He will retain the title. That is amazing. Alan Hallberg there, getting the last sack on. Fantastic effort from these guys. Over 24,000 kg, pushed or pulled. Colin Cox on number 1, and he says it again. What a fantastic effort from this man. All right, Colin, well done, mate. That's the second year in a row. Can we look forward to seeing you in the Northern Hemisphere events?
Oh, well, that's where we're aiming for. I want to move on up, and 9 events normally, strongman, and here's 8 and 5 in one day yesterday. And here we are at the end of the trail. You saw the pressure put on me, 2.5 points out, and we're all injured.
Now, the last sack there, you sat there for a while thinking about it. What was the story? Were you psyching the crowd out or what?
No, I was looking at Al. He was behind. I was just resting, mate. I was resting. I knew he was behind me, so why bust my butt, you know?
Yeah.
Save the motor till the end of the race.
Okay, now you designed the whole course. Basically, you were right behind putting all the events together.
Yes.
Can you believe you actually designed something that was so hard on yourself?
Oh, well, I mentioned before respect, you know, and it's an awesome title to walk around on your shoulders, and this year we've gone out of our way to make it very respectable. That is a hell of a 2 days, ain't it?
Sure, good luck and well done.
Thank you very much.
So confirming those results, Colin Cox the winner with 71 points, Alan Hallberg second on 64.5, Sean Hicker in third place with 58, and George Davis on 52. Will the boys be back next year to battle it out to find out who will be the strongest man for 1994?